understand the connection between fossil fuels and climate change? Say hello to my little friend.
This is carbon dioxide, or CO2. Cute, right? CO2 is made when you create a little love connection between one carbon atom and two oxygen atoms. How do you do that?
By burning carbon. We burn sugar made of carbon in our bodies, so we breathe out CO2.
Burn a log, you get CO2.
See? Carbon is a main ingredient in life. So when you burn things that were once alive, you pull out its carbon and create CO2 that floats up into the air.
Coal, oil, and natural gas are called fossil fuels because they come from things that were alive long ago.
Wait, hold on. So coal was once alive? We've got to go way back for this one. 300 million years ago. You ready? Back then, the Earth was warm and swampy. There were all sorts of giant trees and plants, kinds you've never seen. These plants breathed in CO2 from the air and captured the carbon in their bodies, releasing oxygen back into the atmosphere. When they died, a whole lot of them got buried deep underground. Under heat and pressure, the dead plants got cooked over millions of years. They turned into black rocks called coal. Pretty much the same thing happened in the oceans, except instead of plants, it was tiny plankton, massive amounts of them. They got buried and compressed, and millions of years later, they turned into black ooze called oil, and also pockets of gas called natural gas.
All this trapped trillions of tons of carbon underground.
Okay, fast forward to the 1800s. People found these fossil fuels and realized, whoa, when you burn this stuff, you get a huge amount of energy. By burning fossil fuels, we could, for the first time, power engines and machines, produce metals and concrete for building cities, run giant factories to make more stuff. Everything was faster and bigger. We started living large. Do you know that you can get more energy out of 1 gallon of gasoline than from 30 strong people working for a full day?
All that energy made what we know as modern life possible.
Fast forward to today, and the fossil fuel party is still going. Look around and you'll see signs of fossil fuels everywhere. Flip a switch, the electricity comes from wires that go out of your home and run all the way to a power plant. That plant probably burns coal or natural gas. Going for a drive? Most cars are powered by gasoline, which comes from oil. Taking a shower? The water's hot thanks to a water heater that probably uses electricity or burns natural gas. Even your food has fossil fuels in it. It's grown with fertilizer made from natural gas and transported in big trucks running on, yep, oil. We live in a fossil fuel world. About 80% of all the energy we use right now comes from fossil fuels. Fossil fuels have made life better for billions of people. But remember what we create when we burn them. Yep, CO2.
We take all this carbon that's been buried underground for millions of years. Add oxygen, and there goes the CO2, right up into our atmosphere, where it will stay for up to 100 years.
And up there is where our search to understand climate change takes us next.